I got a second board. So I have two Evolve boards now. I bought this one. This is the Hayden, which was a big deal back when it was released, I think in 21, 22. So this board's a few years old. I bought it from somebody in OfferUp. They only had 32 miles on it. The remote is practically brand new. This is the only little scrape that I see, and compared to the other board that I got, it's got the 3,000 watt motors, pneumatic tires, carbon fiber deck. The trucks are the same 12-inch trucks. So everything on this board is swappable with my GTR Series 2, the used board that I got last week. This one has lights built in. See how the center lights up. So I just went to the menu and I turned off the lights. The one that I will leave is the brake zone. So when I brake, it does that red. And I'm gonna go in eco. So I'm gonna time it. I'm gonna go from here to work. I don't know. Let's see how long it takes. Last night I took it out. I was excited because I had just gotten it, and I think I reached 18 miles an hour. Yeah, this deck is not bouncy. Oh shoot! I almost forgot one thing. I'm supposed to tighten the trucks. All right, let's go back. To tighten the trucks on it. Two threads. Looks like one thread. Okay, that looks like two. This one is loose. Okay, two threads there, two threads there. And same here. I don't think the previous owner ever tightened these. You know, only 32 miles. I don't think he actually did much with this board. Yeah, that back one was really loose. Yeah, there we go. Two threads in the back, two in the front. Okay, we're gonna start the timer again. Here we come, hospital. Yeah, let's see how far we get. I mean, I think I'll make it. Okay, 16. Not as squirrely as yesterday. Oh, I can do 20 on this one and feel pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing 20 though. Wow, the deck feels really grippy on this one. A lot more grippier. I feel like the tape is grippier than the bamboo board. Hey Siri, open door one. Okay, we said we're gonna be going down. Yeah, we're just gonna stay on the sidewalk. Man, you know what? I feel like I could carve better with this one, but I don't know if it's because it's the tires. So I managed to find the all-terrain conversion kit on an online store for $80, and Evolve sells that kit for $2.99. It's called Mercari. I think I heard of it before. Anyhow, somebody was selling that kit. They say it's new, brand new, unopened box for $80. So I was like, wow. I jumped on it right away. 80, and I think, oh, and I offered them 60, and then with the taxes and the shipping, it came out to 80. Okay, from right here, it's about maybe three or more miles of this crap. So I'm not gonna be going too fast. I'm good at 15. Definitely all-terrain tires feel much better, much better than the street wheels. I'm going 16 miles per hour, and I feel like I'm going slow, but it's controlled, you know. It's a controlled speed. It's something I feel like I can manage this. If I need to stop quickly, or for whatever reason I crash and fall, I don't think I'm gonna get as injured. There was a lot of rocks. Yep. I don't know how much detail is gonna show up on the video, but that's a lot of rocks right there on the side of the road. What the hell was that? It sounded something like something metallic. Okay, I could get my foot a rest here. And feet are hurting, but compared to yesterday, whew, that was bad. Oh, the other day. I don't know if that was yesterday. It was some other day. Okay, here we go. Why did that guy honk? I'm keeping it at 17 right now. That strip back there felt like I was too close to the road. Yeah, these are like some narrow, bike lanes. I'm just trying to relax my feet because that's all that really hurts. Okay, I'm going 18 right now. Keep my knees bent. Try to add some, see if I could, do some of this. Not too much. Just some carving. Ooh, I like the sound of this motor. Okay. So don't turn your body. That's one thing that I learned. Some guy did that. He was riding and he turned his body, and his board went into some leaves and he fell. I don't think he got hurt too much, but it was just embarrassing because it was at a park in front of a bunch of people. He was like looking too relaxed. I'm straightening my knees here. Putting a little bit of weight. So if I put weight on the back, I feel like my front tires like wiggle all over the place. Okay, I put weight on the front. Oh shoot, that feels even worse. Okay, slow down. I'm starting to go like 20. Okay, let's keep it at 16. God dang it, my feet are killing me. I'm sure my feet will get used to it. Whoa, whatever the hell that was. The only downside to a belt, that you could get debris in there. Sounds like there's an ambulance coming this way. I can just do like a quick head turn. Jeez, man. Look at all these rocks. It's ridiculous. Okay, so now I'm like inclined. I think what I have to do is just relax my feet. Even if I want to go faster here, it's like, look at all these cracks that I hit. It makes my board bounce, and you know, it starts wiggling, wobbling after there's like a slight wobble after every bump that I hit. Okay. And I definitely don't want to go off onto the side here, because then I'm definitely gonna wreck if I go off the bike path. Looks like I'm almost there though. I'm like more than halfway there. 117. Definitely bicycle speed, not e-bike speed, bicycle speed. I'm keeping my knees slightly bent. Yeah, I don't think I could have done this with the bamboo board. It was just too much junk on the road. Okay, I'm gonna adjust my stance again. Whew. Those are some big rocks. Man, oh man. Did I have to go that fast? No. I'm trying to put more weight on my heel and kind of like take my toe off the board. I think that helps. Okay, we got here to a stop. I don't know. People don't look too impressed about this. They're not like, whoa, look at you. I'm gonna try to put the weight on my heel. So that means I have to, yeah, adjust my heel onto like the middle of the board. I think that's gonna help. Yeah, put more weight. Oh shoot. So much junk. So much junk on this bike lane. I drove around doing some recon to see if there's any other routes I could take, but the rest of the streets are just roads without any lines in them, kind of narrow. So it'd be like just in the middle of the road. People coming opposite traffic, or people aren't paying attention, they just run me over there. I just saw that happening. I think even coming down here is dangerous because it's so narrow. It's, you know, and people drive so fast over here. This right here is gonna be the part that's a little sketchy, especially in the mornings. Hopefully nobody like runs over me. The bike lane is over there, so maybe I'm supposed to go over there. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I drove by this and it looked really messy. Look at all this. I think I can get by. I'm gonna become a master of, you know, getting through mazes with this thing. But almost hit the camera. Yeah, that would be silly if I go and hit one of those posts. Look really stupid. But I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see how it works going around, because maybe that bike lane will be safer. And I can't really go fast, but I mean, at this pace, yeah, it's like if I was running. So it's definitely better than walking. I think, oh yeah. Okay, so I have no choice here. I have to go around. I have to go through here because they did that. And my choice was going to be go through here. Okay. As long as there are no cars coming through here, I won't die. Yeah, they can go around me. Okay, so there we go. I did it. I made it to work in 21 minutes. I'm just gonna go down this road because right now there are no cars coming. Okay, so what I was curious about is this bike lane here. Where exactly does that take me? Because apparently this is still a bike lane. Still a bike lane. Where does it go? I don't know. So the bike lane comes all the way here? Which would, yeah, this wouldn't make sense to me. Well, this is a hill climb. I'm going 18. I'm keeping it steady. From the video, I noticed that nobody can keep this 100% in a straight line. It does this. It weaves. Kind of like a Jeep. All right, when I get to the top of that, we'll see how much battery I got left. Wow, but this is crazy. Bike lane comes all the way up here. Quick little break here. Oh, oh man. Okay. Whew, I've been riding 27 minutes. Battery is 73%. Let's check the board. The heat. Let's see. Board temps. Motors 47 degrees, battery 32 degrees, motor control 33 degrees. So, okay, a little bit more about this board. Apparently, back in 2021, 22, around that time, shoot, it might even be as late as 23, they had the GTR. Evolve had the GTR, 1500 watt motors, and then they brought this, which was a beast, which is the 3000 watt motors, carbon fiber deck, built-in lights. I think the all-terrain tires already existed, but so I think what really made this thing stand out was just the power that you get out of it. I think you can go 31 miles per hour on it, if I'm not mistaken. That was a big deal back then, but now they have the GTR Series 2, which I used one of those too, the bamboo board, and that one also has a 3,000 watt motor. Um, but I don't, putting them side by side, I'm not sure which one has more power. I'm gonna have to do the specs side by side, but I can tell you right now that this one, I was able to, probably because of the stiff deck and because of the all-terrain tires. Not even really concerned about the power on it because I'm not going all fast, but this couple of things I think really may make a difference on this. Carbon fiber deck, because it just keeps it more stiff. You know, every time I hit bumps, you know, I think that's what was happening with the bamboo board. Every time I'm hitting all these cracks on the road here are causing like this wobble, making it feel unsafe. This just feels a lot more stable and secure. Okay, time to go back. I didn't even know this bike path came all the way up here. I'm just gonna coast it down. So the range on this thing, it's gonna be no problem getting to work. 21 minutes to work on a board versus 10 minutes in the car. And I don't have to look for a parking spot. That's the other thing. That's the other thing that I think is awesome about this. With the car, you know, you have to think about where you're gonna park it, put your car shade. Well, at least me, yeah. If I'm not under the carport, then I have to put the car shade. I have to make sure it's locked. With this, you know, I'm gonna try it. I don't know how well it would go when it's 100 degrees out here. I'll see what I could do. And because, you know, I didn't pay full price for this, I am a little incentivized. I don't know if that's a word, but and then, you know, it gives me an incentive, you know, to push it to its limit. It has 32 miles on it. The batteries are at like 4.19. The total voltage was like at 51.2, and I think brand new, the voltage would be like at 51.4. So only 0.2 difference, you know, with all the cells. And so it's in really good shape. The tires are like new. Yeah, I mean, how much wear can you put on a board? You know, 32 miles. So that's how I picked it up. I picked it up at that. I'm surprised, you know, that the guy had it in the original box. I'm surprised that the battery, you know, didn't degrade. Or we'll see, you know, I don't know. I don't know what performance I'm going to get out of the battery. But it'll probably be good enough for what I need it for. You know, it's not like right now, you know, I took it out and, you know, I'm down to 10%, you know, I still have 73%. So by my calculations, I'll probably be around 40% when I get back home. Good morning. Okay, my feet don't hurt anymore. Okay, I think I'm a little bit more relaxed now, a little more confident. 17. What the hell is that? like I feel like I keep hitting some clangy metal objects on here. Tape dispenser, huh? Maybe it was good. I should have picked it up. 17. Yep. Move it through it. Turn my head real quick. I gotta use my peripheral vision. Ooh, you know what? I do love the sound of this. It's quiet. It's like ridiculously quiet. Okay, I'm going 18. I could just imagine, like, I was looking at some other boards, Ace Deck. They're not the only ones, but I think like just about everybody. Oh shoot. I almost had a head-on collision with the bunny. So the Ace Deck, I like their boards. They have this new one, the Horizon. I think, yeah, it was the Horizon, that it has an independent suspension. That board, I think, is like right around $1,000. You know, which is, in my opinion, I'm, looking at the specs, I don't think it has as much power as, the GTR Series 2, and much less than the Evolved Diablo. But an independent suspension, I'm gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna have to see if they have like ride demos. I need to demo ride one of those. Because this is good. This board right now that I'm riding is good. And the only thing that is absorbing everything off the road is the pneumatic tires. These are 7-inch. And, the somewhat flex. It's not a lot, but there is some flex on the board. On the carbon fiber board, it has some flex in it. It's a little bouncy. So that's what's helping, which is a big improvement, compared to the street wheels. So that Ace Deck with the independent suspension, the Horizon Ace Deck with the independent suspension, has got to be like next level, compared to this. I imagine it is. And because of the independent suspension, I also imagine that it stays, it goes in a straight line. Yeah. I imagine that it's easier to keep it going in a straight line. See all of this? This feels like I'm going through whoops. This is terrible. Yeah, I tried a little bit of this with the street wheels, and I was like, heck no. Nope, not gonna do that. Not all the way. Not all the way to work like that. Street wheels, definitely like to go to the park, basketball court. No, go to a park, go to a tennis court, somewhere where, it's smooth pavement. Or even a skate park. Definitely not this. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, our roads in the high deserts are terrible. But I'm glad I did this though. I'm glad that I went for it. I was looking at another board, which was the Atlas. What's crazy is that this guy on OfferUp has a Atlas V2 with the extended range, 36 miles. Those sell new for $1,600, and the guy's asking $800 for it. And he's only got like 30 miles on it or so. So he barely used it. He said that he got it last month, the 21st of last month, so it's still under warranty. So I could go pick that up. I don't know if I can offer them less, but I could go pick that up. And the only thing about that one is that if I wanted to, I could buy for like $600 this extended battery that lets you go like 60 miles. And I don't know if I would want to do 60 miles on a board like this. Because even right now, like I heard some guys talk about it, like the bottom of my feet are getting a little tingly already. So I don't know, maybe I might get it like really into this, but like like my left quad already, it's starting to get a little sore. My feet are hurting. You know, maybe I'll develop more of a tolerance for it later, but there isn't anywhere around here, you know, that I would want to go, you know, beyond 20 miles on a board. Even if I went across town, I think across town we're talking about like maybe 6-8 miles. So, you know, a 20-mile round trip, a 20-mile range would still give me a round trip to go back and forth to town, and it would be very rare for me to go across town on the board. It'll, if anything, it's just gonna be this. It's just gonna be going to work and coming back. And I'm only gonna use half the battery if I do that. So I could probably get, on a battery, on one full battery, I could probably get 2 trips to work. Whoa. Whatever the hell that was. I think if I would have paid $2,000 for a board and I was riding it right now, like let's just say that this was the Diablo, the mainframe, the limited edition. Like since I've left the house, I've hit who knows how many metal little objects on here, making all sorts of clanging sounds. I've ran over rocks. I've gone through water. I've gone through sand. I hit something right now. It would be like cringe, you know, doing that to my brand new board. So I'm just so glad. I'm just so glad that I found this board. I offered the guy 400. He said 450. I ended up giving him 410. Turns out that I hadn't even paid attention. I didn't even think he knew it either. But this is a 2-in-1. So in the box it included the street wheel conversion kit. And I didn't even know that the Hayden came with the face remote. I thought it was the old R2. So now I have 2. So I got my GTR Series 2 with the phase remote, and I got this one now with the phase remote also. So, and what's awesome too is that like the parts are interchangeable. I could take my all-terrains off this and put it on my GTR. It's definitely worked out. I paid $500 for the bamboo, $400 for this. Yeah, under $1,000. Well, I'm gonna say more, like $900. I got 2 boards for $900. And these boards, the Hayden was basically like the top of the line, and the GTR Series 2 just basically was like a reintroduction of this one, but in the GTR version. So GTR Series 2 costs about, without the conversion kit, about $1,300. And then this one, dang, I've seen it priced around $2,300 for this one. I mean, at least that's what it cost when it first came out.